morning. It's a new week, and we are out cleaning up cows. That's what we're always doing, right? But it's Monday, and we have a few cows that we saw here as we were coming out last week that were on the wrong side of a fence. And it's actually some cows we've been missing for a while. And so we're gonna grab them this morning and push them down the country. And then we've got a pretty busy week ahead of us again. Lots of riding and lots of checking on cows. And anyway, it ought to be a good week, and hope you enjoy the video. As we get started this week, we just wanted to do a big thank you to all of you guys that leave comments. We love those comments, and we read them several times a week actually, and it's just been great to hear from you guys that drop these comments and give us some pointers on different things. It's just been great, and we just appreciate that. Appreciate how kind you are, and it just means a lot. It means a lot to us to read your comments, so thank you. Good morning. Well, we got those cows where they were supposed to be yesterday. Ended up with a few more than I thought we would, so that was a good thing to get done. And today Jaden is out hauling some water down to that place where we put the cows a few days ago. And I am back in a place called Sheik's, and I'm hunting for 6 cows that were missing. And I brought the dogs down in here, and we're just gonna make a few circles, and there's some fresh tracks right here. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. And if I find them, I've got to drive them a long ways out to a highway, out to the pavement here, and then might put them in a corral and trailer them down to where they need to be. But anyway, we're just going to see how the day goes. And I brought the dogs, like I said, and I got a new dog, and I'll introduce you to her a little bit as we get going. I hope she doesn't cause a wreck today. She could, but I hope she doesn't. And anyway, we'll just again see how the day goes. Well, I unloaded from the trailer and rode over a little hill, and these cows are standing right there. So wasn't too much of a chase or too hard to find them. There's 6 that we're missing, and there's 3 right here. So I'm gonna get them on a trail, and we'll see if we can get them out of here. Hopefully they'll cooperate. Anyway, this little dog right there, a dog we call Lou, and she's a new dog. She's about a year old. And anyway, we're gonna see how she does today. She doesn't know too much, but she has been started a little. So I kind of told you how these dogs work, and I told you the 2 basic commands that I use. And right now, you can see these cows are on a trail. They're lined out, and they're just walking out of here. They're going exactly where they need to go. Bell. And so I don't want my dogs up there on them, barking at them. I don't want them in front of them, holding them up right now. I want them to let them walk and to just trail out. That's what we need to do. So that's why I teach these dogs to stay back when I need them to stay back. If they got up there and got barking at things, they'd get the cows riled up, and it just make the job harder. Now, if these cows get a little trotty or runny and they start to take off, then I'll let the dogs do their thing, and hold them up and teach them to stay under control. And but you know, we'll just see how it goes. So far, the cows are just trailing right out. So these cows are trailing out good. They're staying right on this trail, headed out, doing really good. And just wanted to show you a little bit about when I have the dogs stay back behind. The dogs understand that, like, we're pushing cows, and they know, like, okay, time to stay back. And if I wasn't telling them to stay back, I'd let them just kind of free range, you know, run around and do whatever they want to do. But I like to keep them pretty tight right in here around my horse. And anyway, that's just kind of how they stay when I want them to get back. And I'm really liking Lou. She's doing great. She's staying back really well, and what she's doing is she's paying attention to the other dogs. She doesn't know stay back, but she's just paying attention to the other dogs, and she's learning. So that's a really good sign. Good start. We made it out to the highway. Things are going good. These cows are just trailing out and have been pretty dang good so far. So I'm gonna take them up this highway and put them through a gate. They're supposed to be on the other side of that gate, and then I'm gonna try to put them in a corral and haul them down to where we took those cows yesterday. So the corral's up here about 3 miles, and anyway, we'll see if we can get them in that corral. All right, we made it to the gate right here in the fence, and I'm going to put them through this fence and then hopefully put them in a corral. All right, they're going right to the corral where I need them to go, and everything's going good. Let's see if they'll go in. Yep, they're gonna go right in. Great. Okay, now I've got to go back and get the trailer, and I'm gonna haul them to where they're supposed to be. Okay, we picked up a few more cows, and we got these cows loaded in the trailer. You can't pull a trailer into where we need to take them, so we're gonna unload these cows and get them together with these cows, and then go put them through the gate down here. Good morning. Well, we got those cows where they need to go yesterday, and today we are down on that lower part of our winter range, and we're looking through some cows we have left down here just to make sure that they're in good shape. It's kind of a little bit of a hard time of year where they're just kind of coming through winter, and they're really pregnant or just starting to calve right now, and the feed is still pretty dry. And it's just, we're all just waiting for the green grass to start growing, and it hasn't started yet. And so we want to check these cows, and if we have some cows that are hurting or that are really poor, we're going to take them into town and feed them some hay. We have some older cows down here that might need to go in, and so we're just looking through those today and making sure that everything's okay and that they're doing all right. So anyway, I'll turn this camera around and we'll start riding and looking. Wow, what a nice day. Just beautiful down here. They said we might get some rain this afternoon, but it sure doesn't look like it. Anyway, just wanted to also tell you a little bit about these cows that we're looking at. We have some that are older, like I said, and like an old range cow is 10, 11, 12 years old. That's pretty old. We try to cull those cows out, which just means they've kind of served their purpose and they're not able to do well on open range. When they're that old, they start to lose their teeth and just stuff like that. And so we have some of those that are probably 11 and 12 years old. And those are the cows we're keeping an eye on. Make sure that they're in good shape. So that's what we're kind of looking for today. Jaden's with me, and Jaden is way out there. He's riding a different little spot that there were some cows at, and so he's over there looking things over. I also want to look at the condition of the range and the feed and the grass and make sure that things are all right, and see if we need to move cows around too. Well, Jaden and I are riding around out here looking for cows, and we came across something kind of cool. Wanted to show you. Kind of a little natural bridge down in here. And I'll get up here close enough where you can see it. It's just crazy that this is what it is. So I hope you can see what that looks like. It's just kind of a little natural bridge right there. It looks fragile enough. I don't think I would walk on it, but kind of a cool little find. This country looks pretty flat, and then you all of a sudden hit canyons like this. Anyway, we'll keep looking for cows. Okay, so this cow's got a calf somewhere. It's not laying right here. But she's probably hid it somewhere. Not going to tell us where it's at. But anyway, she looks all right. She's kind of mad. She doesn't want us around here. So anyway, we're going to keep riding and keep looking. Okay, we found this calf. Let me see. I'll show you how well hidden it is. It's laying right in there. See that little spot of black? That's that calf. We'll go over there and I'll give you a better look at what it is. Just hiding. Just a little bitty thing, not very old. So that's kind of cool. Glad to see that. Okay, so we found some cows that need to go in, and one of them has a calf, and she has not cleaned, which means that she has afterbirth still hanging out of her, which is pretty, it'd get dangerous in a hurry. They'll have infection really quick. So we're going to try to load them. Wayne's here to help us. And so we've got 2 trucks and some panels kind of set up that you can see right here. We're a long ways from a corral, and so we're going to try to load these cows out here off the side of the road. So we'll see how this goes. Kind of see that hanging out of her back end. Okay, or just like it was supposed to. Sorry, I had to turn the phone off there for a minute because we were pushing pretty good to get them in here, but they got in, so we're good to go now. Okay, we got those cows loaded, and then we brought them up here and put them in the corral over here. And we're going to put these cows right here in the corral, and then we're going to trailer them up a little ways. They're kind of sitting here in a really not a good place. A place that doesn't have very good feed, and it's 4 or 5 miles up the country, and it'll be faster for us to put them in the corral right here and trailer them. But they just kind of they're all hanging out here, and they're not looking real good. So we're gonna move them while we got a chance. Okay, so we got those cows in the corral, and we're just gonna trailer them, load them in trailers, and take them up to where they need to be. Not where they're supposed to be, but where they need to be, up there on better feed. So then we're gonna take this cow right there with that little bitty calf. We'll load her back in the trailer and take her home. Get in, get in, get in, get in, girls. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. There they go, kind of a tight squeeze. All right, got him. Hey, good morning. It's a new day, and Jaden and I are down, headed back into that place we call Perkins Point this morning to move cows down and get them on some rock water. When you put them in there last, they just stayed right where we left them. The feed was so good, and there's water and supplement there, they just stayed there. And they haven't moved much, and so we want them to move around a little bit, so that's what we're going to do today. And here's what we're going to try. Let me turn the camera around, I'll show you. Okay, we're going to load a couple of horses in back of this truck and drive down in there. It's such a long way to ride a horse, so that's what we're going to try today. We're going to see how this goes. I'm going to take that truck, and Jaden's going to take this truck and take a load of water in there. And yeah, so this is kind of our first try with this truck, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, sorry it's a little windy in this. Try not to talk too much, but so what we do on this is we're going to put one horse in, and we're going to turn him around facing back, and then we're going to put the other horse in facing him forward. And we brought a couple of horses that we're kind of confident in that can do this. Like I say, it's kind of a long way, so we'll find out. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off for a minute, and we're going to load these horses. Okay, got them in without too much problem, actually. So now we're just going to kind of tie their heads in, and if they can ride like that, they do pretty good. A little bit of an old school way to do things, but sometimes old school is the best. this all the time. This is how we hauled horses around. We didn't have trailers, and especially we didn't have trucks that would pull trailers like we have nowadays. And so anyway, horses just learn how to ride the back of a truck. And this is the first time for these two horses, I think, being in this trailer. We did this a little bit down in Johns Canyon, but I don't think we had these two horses in this truck. I mean, not the trailer. So I'm just going to take it easy and let them learn a few things right here, and we'll see if we can make it in there. If we can't, we'll do something different, but that's what we're going to do. But you can kind of see they're in the back there, kind of getting it figured out. All right, we made it. No problems. Horses did great. Now we're getting some water in these troughs, and then we're gonna go see if we can push these cows down to some potholes. Rock water. All right, we're just starting to go move these cows, and we come up on two cows. They've got little bitty brand new calves on them. I'll kind of zoom in here where you can see that. Pretty dang cool. We don't want to push them down to the end. We're going to let them just kind of hang out right in here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little group of these cows down here and show them where this other water is that's down here in the rocks. We've got 4 at least that we left right up there because they all had little bitty calves on them. So we're going to take this other little group, take it down here. All right, we kind of got these cows down here on the end of this. You can see all the slick rock. That's where the water is. All right, here's the water. We'll get those cows on it. Okay, loaded back up and ready to head on out. Got everything done we needed to down here today. Things were great. Cows look good. Good water in the rocks. Everything's great. So we'll head back out.
All right, it's Saturday. Had to ride away from Taryn and Swayze and Jesse because they're laughing at me for taking a video of myself. But anyway, we're all out here. We got the whole family out here today. We got all the kids. Kent and his family's out here. But we're just checking cows and seeing what we can pick up straggler-wise and just kind of enjoying the day. It's really warm. So anyway, see what it brings. Jesse riding Glade. Swayze riding Duke. Some more babies hitting the ground.
And she wrote a book about it, and she like, oh, what's her name?
I feel like we should probably know that. You would. Hey, what have you guys been doing?
We've been finding snakes.
Really? Found a snake skin? Lainey sleeping. Good job. You riding Duke? Okay, hold on. We found some stragglers we're going to take down into Slickhorn. We're outnumbering them today. Tired? Got tired moving cows? stuck.
Do you think that saddle fits, Taryn?
It'd be one of those.
It's close. All right, Jaden's kind of liking this horse. Been doing good.
Wait, what did you want me to say? We hope you guys enjoy the video and we'll see you next week. We'll see you next week!